Welcome everyone to the Instructor's channel. Here we are again for our weekly video. Today's topic is planning for evaluation. Any valid, reliable, and authentic evaluation needs to be planned. So there are some questions that you should be asking yourself. For instance, why should evaluation take place? What are your real reasons? Do you want to do formative or summative? Meaning, do you want to do something that occurs during the activities, giving feedback about progress and growth, or do you want to do an evaluation that occurs at the end of the unit or the course that summarizes the accomplishment and the growth? What should be evaluated? Do you have a clear vision of what the learning outcomes will be? Or do you want that vision to evolve according to the path that you and your learners take together? What do you want the learners to know? Probably to understand your logic, your rationale behind the criteria you're applying for evaluating them. You want also to know why are you offering the feedback, and also to understand their own learning process. What does the institution want to know? What is the reason behind requiring such information from you? What approaches should you be using? Quantitative, that one which is generated by measuring and counting, or qualitative, that which is conveyed through words and that tries to describe the situation rather than counting its parts? What about validity and reliability? Validity equals congruency between the assessment, its process, and its purpose. So something is valid, an evaluation is valid when it measures what it's supposed to measure. Reliability is consistency. That is, an evaluation is reliable when it measures what it's supposed to measure each and every time you use it. Another question is, how much time and what other resources do you have? Meaning, how much time will be absorbed by these activities designed to evaluate the learner progress and his process. To alleviate the anxiety in your learners, what do they need to know? Basically, you need to convey that the evaluation is an aid and not a threat, that it's something ongoing and it's not a fearful one-shot event, and that it's a flow back and forth between learner and instructor. So how do I accomplish that? One way is by introducing evaluation in the first session. It could be a teaser, or even giving to partners 2 or 3 problems to solve, and then beginning by giving corrective feedback early in the session. Another way is by inviting learners to evaluate their learning experience. Without putting their names on their pages, you can collect their surveys, and all this information can be reported the next class. And finally, another way is by teaching learners how to give constructive feedback. So you share your list of criteria, then you'll get those learners to brainstorm the kinds of errors and possible problems they may face when evaluating their peers. You also make them describe both the desired and the less desired practice of, let's say, a set of skills. So this is a way of training them. And why not providing them with a protocol for feedback, a set of questions that can be guidelines, such as, what part do you like best? What part would you change and why? How would you change it? Which part do you want to hear my feedback about? And the part that I like best is because. Thank you for watching this video. Please leave your comments and suggestions for future topics below. We'll answer to each of you. And before you go, do subscribe to the channel right now. You don't want to miss any upcoming content. See you next week. And in the meantime, we'll leave you with 2 other videos that you may consider watching as well. Happy training, instructors!